Well, hello everybody. It's your boy Jordie Jordan, and the tenants finally left. We went and got an eviction notice on my previous video, and now they have finally up and left the premises. And this is going to be like a little walk around of the damage of the home itself, and kind of showcasing some of it off. I don't want to cut this up to bits, but I'll point some stuff out. Here's like a nicotine like draining thing, like where like the roof was leaking. They didn't tell us about it, and like they had smoked so many cigarettes that the nicotine drained out the wall. So I don't want to cut this up to bits, mainly because it kind of gives me time to talk in between things that I show off. Like right here, I'm showing off how like certain spots of the ceiling are like the color of the ceiling, but everything else is like yellow. And you can see real closely, like here's a spot. Like if you look right here, I'm gonna pause it really quick right here. If you notice, this is how they said they fixed the wall. So what happened right here is they told us about this when they said they threw a frying pan at each other, and the frying pan hit at the wall itself. And they go, "Don't worry, we'll fix it." This is a way to get their deposit money back. You might not be able to tell, but what's there is they basically took masking tape and they masking taped over it, and then they took a like flesh colored marker and like marked all over it, and then like smeared it with their hand. You can kind of see the wrinkles in the tape itself right there. It's a really shitty job, and the color didn't match whatsoever. So yeah, that's a thing. I mean, like that was terrible. But that is the least of my concerns at this point. They seem to have thought that, smoking, a billion cigarettes a day and not taking care and maintaining the house was the best course of action to get their security deposit back. But you'll see right here, look at the carpet. Like, this is white carpet when we rented it out. They got cigarette butts smashed into the carpet. They left this shit here too. Like, they grabbed their shit and they left it here. I mean, this isn't the worst like walkthrough of a house you ever seen. Right now I'm showing off that the floor used to be white, now it's yellow. Apparently we rented out to Thomas the Tank Engine. And you're about to see something that's fucking gross. Like right back here. I make my way onto the back porch. And like, this is a bad one, because they had trash stacked up. There's actually 32 bags of trash right there. And this wasn't the worst kind, mainly because I told them when they wrecked their car, which they did, they wrecked their car, that if you need help taking the trash off, let me know, and I will help you take your trash off. I told them specifically if that was the case, and this is what we're left with. 32 bags of trash stacked up for weeks at a time. It smelled horrendous out there. Horrendous. You have open, Bud Light cans here. You have the stove, which looks like an atrocity. Like, I'm pointing it out right now in the video. They're trying to say the stove was like this before we gave it to them. That's just negligence right there. We've had that stove for almost 10 plus years, and it never looked that bad. You had like a jug of piss right there hanging out in the laundry room. Then you come out here, you have wrinkles in the carpet itself. This carpet was freshly laid before we actually put the thing down. More cigarette butts smashed into the carpet. You also have a broken window, which we'll cut to right here. Okay. Got a broken window right here. Hey guys, I wanted to show this off in the video. I don't know if I'm going to put this in the video, but I just want to show the difference between like a mistake that I made personally that maybe you shouldn't make in your future, or if you have any kind of like this that actually happens. So what happens is, we recently had these tenants, and this whole video has been about these tenants, but I just wanted to show you the difference between what something looks like and what it can look like, and the detrimental effects of it. Alright, so Exhibit A, we're about to show you right here, and I'm sorry if it's a little bit windy. Came out here mainly for like better lighting, but we're dealing with like a little bit of a storm down here in South Carolina, so like we're dealing with the after effects of it. So here is a sink that is what a sink's supposed to look like. So here it is. This is your standard sink right here. It's white. This is stuff inside the sink, but it's white, nice and smooth. This is what we pulled out of the house. I want you to appreciate the difference here. All right? White sink we pulled out the house. I mean, obviously these grooves right here aren't on this sink, but it's the same sink. It's just this one's made newer than that one. If you look down in there, you can see that there's hair, there's a cigarette burns there, tarnished. The whole color has been ruined by nicotine. This is what you call slack. That's straight fucking slack there. And I got a whole house full of this shit, which I'm gonna cut the video up because I'm not happy with the whole video. But that, my friend, is fucking terrible. It's terrible in every way, shape, and form. And look here. I'm a 450-pound land monster. I know this. I have trouble fucking walking, trouble getting around. Hell, I'm embarrassed to go out in public the way I look. But your boy Jordie, this fat fuck right here, my shit don't look like that right there. How do you do that? What realm of possibility of human is that acceptable? I don't know. I don't. So, in conclusion, we had a guy come over to the house just the other day, and he kind of knocked on the door. It was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and he's like, "Hey, I heard you had a house for rent." And I'm like, "Maybe." And he's like, "Yeah, I really need a house short term, and I need it soon." Like, he was trying to rush me into agreeing with him. So I'm like, "Where did you hear that I had a house for rent at?" Because, like, I haven't put the house back on the market. I usually advertise it on Craigslist and a couple little other sites. And I get the emails in, and I take them all down, and I just call and, like, work my way through the emails, try to figure out who's going to be the best fit for the house. And haven't done that yet, mainly because we got 2 holes in the floor that needs to be fixed. We got a sink that needs to be changed. Got a window that has to be changed. Probably need to steam clean the carpets, and we're probably going to have to get somebody to paint the ceiling again. And I don't know about the holes in the wall. Don't know what we're going to do about those. We could, like, have them, like, put that putty on it, smooth it out, and paint them again. But it's like, yes, it's like $1 per investment. You know, got to get the house back into living condition. So where'd this motherfucker hurt? So he's like, so he comes at me. He's like, "Yeah, my Uncle Neil used to date your mother." And I'm like, I'm 30-fucking-1. I don't remember an Uncle Neil. You know, it's like, how long back are you fucking pulling to get a connection here? And so, like, I dropped it to him. I'm like, "Do you even have a job?" Because he showed up at my house at 2 o'clock on a Wednesday, right? It's like, why aren't you at work right now if you know? And he basically said he had a job. He works, like, with a contractor and stuff. So he's got one of those undependable jobs. You know, one of those, he's a laborer. That's what it sounds like. It says that dude's a laborer. He's probably skillful in his work. Like, he probably does, like, flooring and stuff like that, where you build houses and stuff. But I don't know. It was strange that a dude showed up to my house when I don't have any advertisements out. So I confronted my mother and my grandmother about this, and neither one of them know the fuck he is. So, as the world turns. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. A little sneak peek into the life. And, yeah. Hit that like button for me, babe. Thank you.